For those that are new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications to be notified whenever a brand new video is posted onto this channel. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Now let's begin. If you are a Halloween fan and are desperately anticipating the upcoming Halloween 2018 trailer, then rejoice, because according to BloodyDisgusting.com, the official Halloween 2018 trailer is going to be debuting sometime in early June. As according to Jason Blum on Twitter, he goes on to state, and I quote, "And while I'm twittering as opposed to tweeting, I want to assure Halloween fans that we hear you and we read your comments, and I can assure you that early June will be a happy time for you, or perhaps should I say for most of you," putting out a very vague tweet that in early June 2018 we're bound to see the first exclusive look of the upcoming Halloween movie. Now, according to BloodyDisgusting.com, as reported from the movie, it looks like the movie, and I quote, will be centered around the following: Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, is no damsel in distress here. In fact, I don't think there was one shot of her being afraid. Quite the opposite. She's not only prepared for this moment, having rigged her house with various safe rooms, weapons, and hidden compartments, but she's also been hoping for it. At one point, she even says that she prays that he gets out someday so she can kill him. From the footage, I can say that when he does get out, looks like a bus crash lets loose of some kind with inmates, Laurie is hunting him just as much as he is hunting his victims. So Laurie Strode in this upcoming movie isn't afraid of Michael Myers. She isn't going to be intimidated by him, but in fact, she's hoping that Michael Myers comes find her. And it's very interesting how Laurie Strode isn't afraid of Michael Myers anymore, but instead, she's been rigging her house, she has safe rooms, she has weapons and hidden compartments for the day he does end up finding her for them to settle the score. Now, according to the Bloody Disgusting quote, Laurie Strode comes to her final confrontation with Michael Myers, who has haunted her since she nearly escaped his killing spree on Halloween night 4 decades ago. Now, to me, this is very important because this goes to show that Laurie Strode has been anticipating Michael for such a long time that it builds lots of tension between the two characters, and it also introduces a level of mystery as to what the outcome is going to be between Laurie Strode and Michael's character in the upcoming movie. Now, with that being said, we can only expect, if the movie ends up being a success, for a potential sequel down the line, because if you think about it, if Michael Myers, hypothetically speaking, ends up killing off Laurie Strode's daughter is still in the picture, so we could still have Michael pursue her as she tries to cast vengeance upon Michael for killing her mom, or the total opposite, we could have Laurie Strode finally kill off Michael Myers, and that being the end of Michael's story if they decide on making him mortal in this upcoming movie. Now, I also want to go on ahead and give my thoughts as to what I think about the whole timeline being altered in this film, having to take place 40 years after the original. Now, for obvious reasons, we're not going to have Dr. Loomis in the film, and I think that to play into effect, they ought to pay homage to the character itself by maybe referencing how Michael was institutionalized when he was younger, and having the only person that literally cared for him was Dr. Loomis, and having him be referenced and mentioned in the film. But I also have lots of confidence that David Gordon Green and Danny McBride are going to allow this movie to become a success, because lots of people are already giving this movie criticism and we only have promotional posters and teasers to go off of. So I don't understand this concept behind giving the movie lots of hate based on the synopsis alone when we haven't even received the trailer yet. So spread this video around to your friends and your family if you guys are anticipating the Halloween trailer. It's going to be dropping in early June. Now, for that, we might end up seeing more than what we originally anticipated, given the fact that the movie's going to be only a few months away from release, so we can only expect to see another trailer possibly hitting the internet somewhat around August or maybe September-ish if they decide to put out more promotional use in TV spots until October. But there are lots of rumors going around that potentially we might see for the first time a mortal version of Michael, because keep in mind, this is going to stray away from the previous movies, Halloween 2, Halloween 4, 5, 6, etc. So we aren't gonna follow those guidelines, and for that, I'm really concerned if Michael ends up being mortal in this film, because hypothetically speaking, let's say for example, if Michael is killable in this movie, then how are they gonna kill them off? It only makes sense for Laurie Strode to have all of these setups and safe rooms and weapons and hidden traps and compartments in this film if she's looking to kill him. Otherwise, there is no point in having safe rooms or weapons or hidden trap rooms and compartments if the end goal isn't for Michael to die. So we can only expect, and you ought to brace yourselves for that outcome if Michael ends up being mortal, and the potential for Laurie Strode to finally kill off Michael Myers. Or of course, we could go with option 3 and have Laurie Strode and Michael Myers be killed off in this film together, and the only person left is Laurie Strode's daughter by the end. Now that alone could be a good or a bad thing depending on the overall direction if they want to create a sequel after this. Again, if this movie ends up blowing up in the box office, then I'm fairly certain that they're going to go through with making some kind of a sequel. Even though hardcore fans want to see a follow-up to Resurrection, other fans want a different movie entirely. There are people in the fandom that are conflicted based on this overall synopsis alone of this film, and I think that to give this movie fair criticism, we ought to wait and see what happens in the trailer, in the overall movie itself, because who knows, you might end up liking the film more than how you originally expected just based on your own experience in seeing the film for yourself. Now, Old Man Michael, how do I feel about that? That's going to be most interesting to see what Michael has been up to this entire time, if of course maybe he's evolved as a character, maybe perhaps learning how to speak again, or maybe perhaps his body language adapts differently, because this is the shadow, this is the figure, this is the shape, this is the boogeyman, and the original concept behind Michael Myers predates all the way to the original when we saw the way he used to stalk Laurie, when we saw the way he was so aggressive in his mannerisms, that I feel like they ought to adapt that, except only this time allow Michael to evolve a bit better in becoming more cunning, more ruthless, more malicious in his acts, because I don't want to see a dumbed down Michael in this film. What I really want to see is a strategist, someone who is very intelligent, although messed up in the head, he still has a motive and he still has a plan, and going through with that plan in order to follow up by killing Jamie Lee Curtis's character. Now, is that going to happen? It's up in the air, but you guys can go ahead and follow Jason Blum on Twitter and see what he's up to. Again, the movie is going to be released on October 19th, 2018, and that's when Michael Myers is going to return to Haddonfield after 40 years of having to be away. That is definitely going to be most interesting, but also what I want to know from you guys are, what are your thoughts on Michael Myers having to now pursue Laurie once again, only this time Laurie having to be prepared? It's kind of weird to me that this entire time she's been setting up, prepping for 40 years. She's like Batman at this point. She has 40 years of prep time to get ready for Michael Myers, and you can only imagine how much advantages she's going to have once Michael finds her, because Laurie Strode is going to have lots of traps, lots of weapons, potentially guns, knives, all sorts of items that she can use on Michael, and depending on whether or not Michael is going to be mortal or not, that's going to be a big factor, because perhaps maybe by the end of this film, let's say for example if he is immortal, maybe she doesn't end up killing him but wounding him so bad to where he's rendered immobile. Or if they want to go in the mortal route, they can ultimately kill off Michael Myers, because you have to ask the question, what's next after Laurie Strode? Other than her daughter, that is the only viable option for them to go with if they decide to make a sequel, is allowing Michael to now pursue the daughter in his attempts of stopping her. Now, the other option is to have either Laurie die or something else happening entirely to where it causes a difference, a rift between the characters, and now seeing Old Man Michael, who has been wounded by Laurie, having to be taken advantage of by the daughter once the sequel comes about. Now again, there is no information or confirmation yet on a sequel, but that also varies on the ending of this film. So let me know what you all think down in the comment section below. If you guys are excited for the trailer, if you guys are excited to see what's going to happen in this film. Hopefully enough, they do deliver a blockbuster trailer. I'm not sure if you guys want spoilers or not, but make sure you guys hit that subscribe button here, because I will be bringing you guys lots of spoilers for the foreseeable future involving Halloween. What are your overall expectations as to what you guys would like to see in the trailer and what you expect to see in the trailer? Because there's a difference as to what you want and what you expect to see. Do you guys expect to see some, perhaps maybe some sort of a battle, some sort of an altercation between Laurie and Michael? Post your comments down below, guys. Thank you all so very much for watching. If of course you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. More importantly, turn on all notifications. If you guys want to watch more Halloween videos such as this, I will leave the official Halloween 2018 playlist down below for you guys to go ahead, watch, and enjoy. Tune back in for more. If you guys have any theories or predictions as to what may happen in in this film. Post your theories down below. It's most interesting because with the trailer coming out in about, I would say 2.5 weeks, the early portions of June, we're gonna have all of our information be bestowed upon us, and for that, I hope you guys are ready, because there are some people in the business that have already seen the trailer, and they're calling it one of the best trailers, if anything, one of the spookiest Halloween trailers that we've received in quite some time. So with that makes me excited, because having to see John Carpenter be on board and having to see some of the original cast members from the first movie on board, it's only going to make the movie that much better for me. Of course, we don't have Mustafa Akkad on board, sadly enough, because he's passed away, but I really do have high hopes for this film. So let me know your thoughts down below alongside your theories. Thank you all once again for watching. Tune back in for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys once the trailer drops for more information, news, and discussions. Take it easy, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.